And before watching, please remember to subscribe to the channel and hit that like button. Have you ever wondered what really caused the downfall of a beloved sitcom? Um, Sometimes it's not just the shocking exits or dramatic controversies, and sometimes the crack in the foundation happens long before the big drama unfolds, um, which we, uh, Two and a Half Men, a sitcom that captured millions of hearts from 2003 to 2015, seemed unstoppable in its prime. And right, it's clever humor, sharp scripts, and charismatic cast made it a staple of TV comedy. Um, Charlie Sheen's departure in 2011 was seen as the pivotal moment, but the real trouble was brewing much earlier. Um, the story begins with Jake Harper, played by Angus T. Jones. Jake was more than a half in the title. He was the show's emotional anchor. Uh, his innocence and lovable simplicity brought warmth to the chaos. Yet, as he grew older, the series faltered, struggling to keep his character um, meaningful. Um, as Jake hit his teenage years, writers started to lose grip on his development. Um, Instead of nurturing a complex, relatable teen, they turned him into a caricature, an endless source of silly jokes about his perceived stupidity. Um, it was his role shrank, losing the heartfelt touch that once defined him. This change wasn't just about humor. It signaled a deeper problem: the show's inability to handle Jake's growth without the emotional depth he provided. Uh, the series began to feel hollow. Um, the foundation was weakening even before Charlie Sheen's dramatic exit. Uh, Jake's importance to the show can't be overstated. He was the glue that held Alan and Charlie together. Um, um, his presence infused their conflicts with tenderness and purpose. When Jake faded into the background, the core of the show started to unravel. By the time Angus T. Jones left the series after season 10, the damage was done. And the character's diminishing role had already shown signs of the show's struggles. The attempt to introduce new characters to fill the void never succeeded completely. When Jones announced his departure, claiming conflicts with the show's content, it marked the end of an era. The series tried to continue with new faces, but the magic was gone. Walden, Amber Tamblyn, and others couldn't replicate what Jake had brought to put together their work. The biggest loss wasn't just a character. Without Jake, the show lost its heart. As much as Charlie Sheen's exit was sensational, it was the absence of Jake that truly fractured the series from within. It turns out sometimes a show's downfall starts with the little things, like mishandling a beloved character's growth. Uh, um, and if you thought sitcoms were easy, just remember that even a simple kid eating cereal can be the heartbeat of a show. And hey, maybe if Jake had been less goofy and more of a mastermind, he could have channeled his inner sitcom genius and fixed the show's troubles. Or at least stopped Charlie from handing out so many adult lessons they weren't qualified to give. Um, with that said, thanks for watching, and until next time, right? Thanks.